I recently decided to run a small experiment on a meme stock. After the initial run-up and manipulation downward of GameStop, AMC, and some other select companies, I just couldn't escape the news, the hype, the rocket ships, and diamond hands. So I decided to run an experiment for science, and apparently chicken tenders. So let's talk about the resurgence of meme stocks and AMC, and let's get to it. What's up YouTube, James from Thursday Media here, and in this video I want to share my thoughts on AMC and summarize the news that's been kind of going on with it. Now, unless you've been living under a rock, you know by now about the events surrounding GameStop and its insane run-up in price. But what you may not know is that this price action is slowly happening again. GameStop, ticker symbol GME, is up over 300% in the last month. Now, this is following its fall from nearly $500 a share all the way down to under $50, and this pretty much happened to all meme stocks around the same time. But in a renewed effort, we're seeing prices go way up again. And don't forget that a little effort in pressing the like button helps me out and makes sure that YouTube knows that we're still in the game. Now, I try to invest $400 every month, and soon I should be able to increase this a bit further, but I spread out what I buy with about $200 going into lower risk stocks, $100 into high risk swing plays, and $100 into cryptocurrency. But in the middle of February, I noticed that GameStop and AMC had found a bottom, and that sentiment around the stocks was on the rise. So I decided to do a little experiment and bought into AMC with most of my February investment money. I call this an experiment because it breaks most of my rules when it comes to investing. At worst, this would set me back a month, but if AMC could repeat what it did in January, I would be doing well. But for AMC, here's the plan. I invested all of my February stock money into AMC. I want to see how long I feel comfortable holding the stock, and I want to see how well I can time an exit if AMC goes to the moon. This renewed push only seems to currently impact AMC and GameStop. Comparing the two stocks over the last month, we've seen some similar patterns, with GameStop rising 376% and AMC up 142%. Since I bought in the middle of February, I would have gained more if I would have purchased GameStop, but I do have some reasons for this experiment to purchase AMC. AMC theaters have been closed for months and badly hurt, but they are slowly releasing news, and to me, this company has a lot going for it, even if it's beat back down. One of my first motivations to jumping into AMC is that the company is slowly reopening its theaters. I think people are ready to get back out, and I think they're going to engage leisure, tourism, and retail activities. And AMC would definitely benefit from this. With people having the freedom to simply go out on a weekend and enjoy a movie, this would be a big deal. Pair these reopenings with the upcoming summer blockbuster season, and AMC is at least in a position to begin the long road of recovery and become profitable again. Now, on the technical side, AMC is a company that has been loaded with debt even prior to 2020. So for the duration of their theaters being closed, there was a lot of speculation that AMC may file for bankruptcy, unable to meet these debt demands. In order to survive, they began selling shares of the company, diluting the shares available and probably not making early shareholders happy in the process. But as of January, the company announced that it had raised $1.9 billion since April, and bankruptcy was off the table. This was a factor that improved investor sentiment and began making the case that AMC wasn't just a meme stock, but also a company on the rebound and looking forward to recovery. There was also a ton of buzz in February around meme stocks following the congressional hearings regarding GameStop. And while the technicals for AMC weren't great, the rising sentiment and interest from retail investors was a good signal that there was going to be a push to drive the stock price up. This came to fruition at the end of February, which I'll refer to as the battle for 801. Retail investors piled into AMC to push several thousand call options to end in the money. This would trigger banks to buy the shares owed to the contract holders, therefore driving up the price. Theoretically, this would put the stock price near the next set of call options, and the push would continue. Retail investors won the fight, and this has created a positive trend since that time. So how has this experiment worked out so far? My investment into AMC is up 137% over the last month, but it doesn't seem to be cooling off yet, and I think that there's still gains to be made. Now, it's important for me to say that this is not an investment strategy, and this is just an experiment that could wind up losing me money. So don't take this as me saying that this is a good way to make money. I just wanted to be able to comment on the stock while having a vested interest in how it performs. Over the past month, there's been some unique price action. And I think for anyone that's been holding a meme stock long enough, you've seen something similar, such as major shorting action before the market opens in order to elicit panic and convince retail investors to sell and get out, or what looks like a short ladder attack in the middle of the day or after hours in order to drive the price down at a time when most retail investors probably aren't looking at it. Now, all this weird price action seems targeted at getting retail investors to sell their positions and bring the price back down to a reasonable level, but instead it's encouraging the opposite effect. Each time GameStop or AMC are attacked, there seems to be renewed energy in buying the dip, sticking it to the hedge funds, and rallying the price back up. Of course, this is to force short squeezes and continue to drive the price up, but this battle between retail investors and big institutions didn't end in January. It still continues to this day, albeit without the news media hype that was surrounding it back in January. But what I've noticed since buying into AMC and following the trends that have gone along with it is that there's a real community of investors in this, and regular people are jumping into online movements for good or bad. This has proven profitable for some and crushing for others, but I get a sense that people are actually having fun with these stocks and that they enjoy getting to learn about trading. Still, this is all in a highly volatile and very risky environment. So I look forward to continuing to watch AMC and see what it does over the next several months. DTCC has changed its policy in regards to covering short positions. There are rumors of illegal activity on the part of hedge funds. Some are speculating that AMC will be triple its current value soon. There are still rumblings of a potential buyout by Amazon or Netflix. And good news seems to be on the horizon for the theater industry in general. All of this could be helpful for AMC's stock price and continue driving it up. But there are also rumors that hedge funds are working with different strategies this time in an effort to make their money back. And if AMC slows in its rise, this could encourage retail investors to exit the stock. All of this on top of the impending vote to add 500 million shares for the company to sell, which would dilute the stock further. These would probably cause downtrends retesting previous support levels. But for me, this has actually been fun to watch and learn from, not from the sideline this time, but actually as an investor with some skin in the game. And I'm happy that so far I've been up on my investment, and I plan to continue holding to see this story through. I will follow up if I decide to sell and let you know how well I time my exit. But as always, I am not a financial advisor. I'm just a regular guy with a regular job that happens to run experiments on meme stocks. So don't take this as advice, and always make sure that you do your own research before making any financial decision. If you are interested in getting into investing, I'll leave you some links down in the description below that'll help get you started. Some of these are even offering free stocks when you sign up and make your first deposit. Also, leave me a comment about your experiences with meme stocks, or if there's a video that you want me to make. I'd love to see what you have in mind. Subscribe to this channel if you like this video and you want more like it. I post every Thursday and Sunday unless I throw in a bonus. Good luck investing out there. Make sure you have diamond hands. And as always, thanks so much for being here, and I'll see you in the next one.